everybody, and welcome to Gentle Yoga. Today we're going to do everything on the floor today, so we'll be starting seated. If you have trouble with your hips, if you sit cross-legged, you can always sit on a block. That helps. Also, if you're just not comfortable in a cross-legged position, you'd be fine just having your legs out in whatever position is comfortable for you. We aren't going to stay in this position the whole time, but we are going to start here. So if you're tight and you'd like to start on that block, that's just fine. So we're going to get seated comfortably, sitting up tall, thinking of your spine as a string of pearls that you want to elongate toward the ceiling. And then focus on your breath, taking long, deep inhales and exhales through the nose, thinking I am calm and serene and relaxed. We're going to start with 3 cleansing breaths. So we're going to inhale through the nose and then exhale forcefully through the mouth. So we're going to inhale and exhale, opening the mouth, and inhale and exhale. One more, inhale and exhale. Now we're going to take our hands up here on our knees, not pushing on our knees. We're going to bring our head back, bring our chest up as we inhale, and then as we exhale, we're going to round the back and tuck the chin. And we're going to do that again. Inhale, up, and exhale, round. One more like that. Inhale, up, and exhale, round. Now we're going to inhale, come back up to seated. Once again, don't forget you can adjust your feet however you would like. We're going to inhale and bring the arms way up. As we exhale, we're going to pull the shoulders back, squeeze the shoulder blades together in the back, and inhale up, and exhale down, and inhale up, and exhale down. One more like that. Inhale up, and exhale down. We're going to put one hand on the floor. We're going to inhale, take the other arm over the head. And then as you exhale, pull it back. Taking that arm behind, the elbow behind your back again. Exhale over and inhale back. One more. Last one on that side. Let's do the other side. Over and back. 2 more like that. Over and back. One more. Over and back. Now we're going to bring the arm over the head, and then we're going to sweep it around to the front. Put that arm down, bring the other arm over, sweep it around to the front, over, exhale around, inhale over, exhale around. One more each way, over and around. Last one. Over and around. Good. And we're going to come up, we're going to warm up the shoulders a little bit more now. We're going to inhale, and as you exhale, shrug them up around the ears. And then as you exhale, push down. And again, inhale up and exhale down. One more, inhale up and exhale down. Now we're going to inhale as we roll up in the back. Exhale down in the front. 2 more like that. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more. Inhale up. And exhale down. Now we're going to go the other way. Inhale up in the front. Exhale down in the back. Inhale up in the front. Exhale down in the back. One more. Inhale up in the front. Exhale down in the back. Good. We're going to inhale, bring the hands up to the shoulders. We're just going to take one elbow to one side, look up at the other elbow. Inhale back to the center, exhale to the other side. Inhale back to the center, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down, trying to get a little deeper each time. Inhale up, exhale down, inhale up, last one, exhale down, and inhale up. Now we're going to put the hands behind the back, we're going to really open the chest, we're going to squeeze the shoulder blades together and look up at the ceiling, and breathe. Good, and release. And we're going to do that again. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and look up. And release. One more like that. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. And release. Good. Now we're going to come up to our knees. If you need to double your mat over for that or have a double mat, that's fine. We're going to be right here on our knees. We're going to do those warm-ups with third eye prayer. We're going to start with our hands at our forehead. We're going to lean back, and then we're going to exhale. Sit your seat back towards your feet, and the arms come back. And we're going to inhale back up to third eye prayer, and exhale forward. And again, inhale up to third eye prayer, and exhale forward. Now this time the arms are back here. We're going to sweep them all the way around. We're going to inhale up and around. And inhale up and down. And again, up and down. And again, up and down. Good. We're going to pause here. Take your legs a little bit wider apart in child's pose. And breathe. Good. On an inhale, we're going to come back up to our knees. Knees can be together. If you need to take time to double a mat, that's fine. We're going to inhale and bring the arms up overhead. This time we're taking our hips to one side and the arms to the other. So we're going to exhale down, kind of sit in our seat on our heel, and inhale up. And then we're going to sit the seat on the other heel. That's kind of a tongue twister. And inhale up. We're going to do 2 more sets of those. Exhale down. And inhale up. Exhale down. And inhale up. Last one. Exhale down. And inhale up. Last set. We still have the other side. Exhale down. And inhale up. Good. Let's go ahead and bring your legs out in front. You just kind of rock back and forth. That kind of gets you starting to go forward. I think I'm going to turn sideways so I'm on my mat. And so the first thing we're going to do is take our hands behind our back. We're going to inhale, and as you exhale, press your chest towards your legs. You should feel a good stretch in your hamstring. Try pointing your toes and then flex your toes. I get way more of a stretch with the flexed toes.
Yeah.
And point and flex and point and flex. So it actually goes down in your calves more when you flex the toes. Good. Now we're going to inhale and bring the arms up. And this time we're going to, as we exhale, we're going to round and dive forward, taking the nose toward the knees and breathe. Once again, you can rock back and forth if you would like. That helps you get a little bit lower. Good. And on an inhale, come up. Now we're going to do, well, you can think of it as the figure 4, or you can think of it as a seated tree. So you're going to take one foot, put it by the thigh. You also have the option of putting it up here. Now my hips are not that limber. It doesn't like it up there. It likes it right here. Keeping in mind we're going to forward fold over that leg. So if that makes a difference of where you want to put it, I know I want mine right here. We're going to inhale and bring the arms up overhead. As you exhale, dive forward and breathe. Now we're going to inhale and come up. We're going to do that seated tree or figure four on the other side. So we're going to put that foot in or up on the thigh, whichever you would like. We're going to inhale and bring the arms up. As you exhale, dive out over that leg and breathe. Good. Now we're going to inhale and come up. We're going to take those legs wide apart. Flexing your feet. You can try it pointed, try it flexed. I like it better flexed. You're going to take your hands behind your back. Now this one is not rounding. I want you to think of trying to bring the top rib to the navel. So you're gonna keep the chest up. So we're gonna inhale, and as you exhale, lean forward. You can press with those hands if you want to. Just don't bounce. You never ever want to bounce a stretch. Good. And then we're going to come up. We're still not going to round the back. We're going to inhale, and as you exhale, slide those arms out. But remember, we're not doing this. The chin is up. You're trying to keep that stretch down there where it belongs. Good. And on an inhale, come up. Now we're going to line up with one leg. This time we're going to inhale, bring our arms up overhead. As you exhale, you're going to swan dive over that leg. This time the nose can come to the knee, so you can round the back a little bit to get there if you need to, and that's fine. And breathe. Now on an inhale, we're going to come up. We're going to take that arm so that your right leg is your right arm pushing into that leg. We're going to bring the other arm up overhead. Look up at that arm. Inhale, and as you exhale, take the arm across the head. You can touch the toe if you can do it without dropping and still keep your head under the arm. But if not, leave the arm up here and breathe. On an inhale, come up. We're going to do those same two stretches over the other leg. So we're going to inhale, bring the arms up overhead. As you exhale, dive forward over that leg, taking the nose toward the knee, and breathe. Good. And on an inhale, come up. Now we're going to put that arm in front of the leg, look up at the ceiling. As you exhale, take the arm over the head, keeping the head under the arm, and breathe. Good. And on an inhale, come up. We're going to bring our legs in. We're going to come around to hands and knees. So you're on hands and knees. And we're going to do a little cow and cat. So we're going to round, tuck the chin, tuck the pelvis, round the back up. Now we're going to switch. Head up, tail up. And we're going to do that again. Round and arch. And one more, round and arch. Good. We're going to come back to neutral back. I'm going to bring my front arm, in my case, my right arm up front, straight, and my left arm out straight, and balance here. And then if it's comfortable, I'm going to take the arm to the side, and then take the leg to the side. A little more challenging. Good. We're going to bring it back to the center. I'm going to bend that back leg, and I'm going to reach for the foot. That's optional. If that's not comfortable for you, you don't have to do it. And breathe. And release. Arm out straight, leg out straight. Now we're going to bring those both down. We're going to switch sides, so I'm bringing my back arm or my left arm up and my right leg up. And I'm going to pause here. Then I'm going to take the arm to the side and the leg to the side and breathe. Good. Now I'm going to bring everything back to the center. If you want, you can bend that knee, reach back with the opposite arm, with the arm that was out, and get a little quad stretch and breathe. Good. Go ahead and put both hands down, both feet down, take the knees apart. Inhale, and as you exhale, take your seat back to your heels in child's pose and breathe. You have both your arms out. Your thumb and your forefinger look like an L. We're going to have them way out on the mat. We're going to inhale and come up, and as we exhale, we're going to come forward, all the way down. Hands in by the shoulders. Inhale, come up. Exhale, push back. We're going to do 2 more like that. Inhale, up. And exhale, down. Inhale, up. And exhale, back. 1 more like that. Inhale, up, coming all the way through. Exhaling all the way down. Good. We're going to pause here. Bring our hands right under the shoulders. Come up to half cobra and pause here and breathe. Now, if you would like to take this deeper, you can bring your hands right by the shoulders. On an inhale, come up and breathe. Good. We're going to exhale, lower back down. Inhale, push up, and exhale back into child's pose. Now we're going to come up just a little bit, take one arm up, making a little hole for you to thread the other arm through, bring the head down and get a good shoulder stretch, and breathe. Good. And on an inhale, come up. We're going to switch sides. Just do the same thing on the other side. And breathe. Good. We're going to come back to child's pose, but now we're going to bring our knees together because we're going to do our child pose circles. So we're going to inhale and come around up one side. Exhale down the other side. We're doing 2 more times on this side. Inhale up and exhale back. 1 more. Inhale up and exhale back. Good, we're going the other way. Inhale up. Exhale back, leading with the hip. Inhale up, lead with the chest as you exhale back, lead with the hip. 1 more like that. Inhale up and exhale back. Good. And pause here and breathe. Good. We're going to inhale and come up to hands and knees. We're going to bring one knee up, take it through, replace that hand, get it right here in front. You want to move it out far enough that you can get an angle on that back leg so that we're stretching the hip flexor. So in my case, it's my back leg that is stretched. Then I'm going to come forward, bring my toes up and stretch the hamstring. So I'm going to go back and forth. I'm going to inhale and come forward and exhale and go back. It's deeper if you bring your toes up and forward and back. Good. I'm going to come right back so that everything is even. I'm going to bend that back foot. I'm going to reach, or whichever, my back foot, reach for it with the opposite hand, except I just got a cramp.
Yeah, me too.
So,
Yeah, that's not
you can comfortably do this. I just sat in the car for about an hour and a half, and everything is tight. and breathe. Now we're going to put that foot back. This time we're going to drop the shoulder. First I'm going to wrap it under and I'm going to wrap it around my ankle. That's called lizard. You feel like a lizard?
Yeah.
Now I'm going to keep that shoulder down. I'm going to bring that arm through like I'm going to pat myself on the seat. I'm going to bring the other hand back and try to bind and breathe. Now I'm going to release. I'm going to untangle myself. I'm going to bring that leg back. I'm going to switch. So I'm going to bring my other leg through. Get an angle on that back leg so you can get a hip flexor stretch. And breathe. So we're right here. And then we're going to exhale, straighten that front leg. Nose comes toward the knee. Toes come up. And then I'm going to switch, go the other direction. Good. Then lean back. You're getting the hamstring stretch in this position. Come forward, you're getting the hip flexor stretch in this position. One more. Back. And front. Now I'm going to keep a 90-degree angle here. I'm going to bring that shoulder down. I'm going to take it under the leg. I'm going to reach around the foot and breathe. Now I'm going to take that hand, reach up toward my seat, reach the other hand from the front, and try to bind and breathe. Good. And release. Go ahead and bring that leg back so you're on hands and knees. Let's take our knees apart and lower back down into child's pose and breathe. Good. Now I'm going to come back up. This time I'm going to bring that front knee in. I'm going to turn the foot out to the side, lower down into pigeon. You can stay right here, or if it's comfortable, you can come lower, listening to your body, doing what's comfortable for you. And breathe. Now I'm going to come up, I'm going to bend that back knee, I'm going to reach back with the same hand, once again getting a quad stretch if that's comfortable, and you don't get a cramp. And breathe. Now I'm going to release, I'm going to come back to hands and knees. We're going to do that same thing on the other side, so I'm going to inhale, and as I exhale, bring the knee in towards the chest. Foot goes out to the side, lower over that leg, coming down slowly and gently, listening to the body, just going as low as is comfortable for you, and breathe. Now if you want, you can come up, bend that back leg, and reach back for a quad stretch. And breathe. Good. And release. Now we're going to bring both feet around to the front. We're going to do some twists. So my front leg, I'm going to take my back arm around to my front leg. I'm going to grab that foot. I'm going to bring the leg up. And I'm going to bring this arm to the back. And breathe. Good. Now I'm going to put that leg down across the other leg. The foot is down across the other leg. I can either wrap like this, or you can take the hand here. This is easier. This is a deeper stretch. You can do what works for you. And we're going to look behind us. and breathe. Good. And we're going to release and uncross. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So I'm reaching for my foot with the opposite hand. I'm bringing it up, and the other arm goes behind, and I look toward that other arm and breathe. Now I'm going to take that foot down on the other side of the other leg. Once again, I can wrap and pull it in towards my chest, or I can take my hand behind the leg, whichever way is more comfortable for you. For this one, that back hand stays down, and look back over that shoulder and breathe. Good. And release and uncross. Now I'm going to roll over to my stomach. And we're going to do our chest openers. I guess I'll face the camera so you can see me better, so you know exactly what I'm doing. Our arms are out like goalposts. I'm going to turn my head toward my right arm. I'm going to bring that elbow up. I'm going to leave this, the left arm bent like a goalpost. On an inhale, I'm going to bring the leg up and over. And that puts a stretch in the chest and the front of the shoulder. And breathe. Now we're going to come back to the center, leave that arm that's pressing into the floor the same. Take the other arms, take it straight out from the shoulder. We're going to inhale, bring that leg up and over. And breathe. Good. We're going to go ahead and come back. And we're going to switch, so bring your arms back like goalposts. We're going to look at the other side. Bring that elbow up. We're going to inhale, bring that leg up and across and breathe. Good. And we're going to come back to the center. We're going to straighten that leg, that arm out that we're stretching. We're going to inhale, bring that leg up and over and breathe. Good. And come back to the center. Now I'm going to bring my chest up. I'm going to take one arm under. I'm going to take the other arm on top. I'm going to cross them as much as I can. And then I'm going to get my chest right over those arms so I can use my body weight into the stretch. And I'm going to lower down and breathe. And I feel this in the tops of my shoulders, maybe in your back, in your upper back if that's tight. My left shoulder is the tightest, so that's where I feel it the most. Good. We're going to come up just a little bit, change which arm is underneath, and then lower back down. And breathe. Good. And go ahead and untangle yourself. Roll back over to your back. We're going to bring our knees into our chest and just roll front to back. We're going to do some poses back here, but I thought we'd stretch out the back a little bit first. Let's go ahead and put the head down. We're going to take the soles of the feet together and knees apart. You're going to hold on to your ankles and gently press out on your inner thighs with your forearms and breathe. Good. Now we're going to put the feet down. We're going to walk the feet in as close as you can. Curl your shoulders under. Kind of try to touch your heels with your fingertips. And you're going to get a pelvic tilt and bridge up. And pause here. that front leg up in the air and just hold it up for a one-legged bridge and breathe. Now you're going to bring that foot back down and lower the back. Now I'm going to cross that front ankle over the back leg, knee is out to the side. As I inhale, I'm going to get a pelvic tilt and bridge up. Now here I'm just going to rock it a little bit from side to side. And that should feel good. Good. Now I'm going to lower the back all the way down. I'm going to cross the leg all the way over until I get my arms out to the side. Now it's going to be a twist. So I'm going to inhale, and as I exhale, I take that top knee over toward the floor on the opposite side, pushing the other leg down with it, looking back at the opposite arm, trying to keep both shoulders on the mat, and breathe. Good. I'm going to inhale and come back to the center and uncross. I'm going to bring my feet in and curl my shoulders under again. We're going to make it a pelvic tilt and bridge up again. Make sure the weight is on your shoulders. Make sure you can move your head from side to side. Now on an inhale, I'm going to take the other leg up in the air and just hold it here and breathe. Now I'm going to take that foot down. I'm going to round the back and lower back down. Now I'm going to take that ankle over the thigh. The knee is out to the side. I'm going to get a pelvic tilt. And once again, I'm going to bridge up and just kind of rock a little bit from side to side. Good. I'm going to round my back all the way back down. I'm going to cross that leg all the way over. Arms are out to the side. I'm going to inhale, and as I exhale, I take that knee toward the floor, look back at the other arm, and breathe. Good. I'm going to inhale and come back to the center and uncross. I'm going to bring my knees into my chest and just kind of rock side to side, massaging that lower back from those twists we just did. Good. Now I'm going to keep my front leg, in my case my right leg in. I'm going to take my other leg out. It can be flat or it can be up if flat is uncomfortable for you. Now I'm going to bring that leg way up in the air. I'm going to point and flex the toes and heel, and then I'm going to circle it 3 times one direction, and then 3 times the other direction. Now you can either use your strap or your hand to hold on to that leg. The other arm is going to come out to the side for balance. I'm going to take that leg out to the side and breathe. Change hands either on the strap or the foot. The other arm comes out to the side. Inhale, and as you exhale, take that leg across, looking back at the other arm, trying to keep both shoulders on the mat as much as is possible, and breathe. Now I'm going to release that foot and let it roll all the way down, so I'm back on my back again. Now I'm going to inhale, and on an exhale, I'm going to bring the other knee into the chest. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So we're going to bring that leg up, hold on. You can go ahead and wrap your strap if you want. We're going to point and flex, point and flex, point and flex, and circle. 1, 2, 3, and the other way. 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to either use my strap or my hand to grab that foot. The other arm comes out to the outside, you're opening up, taking that leg out to the side, and breathe. Good. And on an inhale, come up. We're going to change hands. This time it's going to come across the body. You're going to look back at the other shoulder. Try to keep the other shoulder on the mat as much as you can, and breathe. I'm going to release that leg and roll all the way down so I'm back on my back. Now we're going to do our little eagle crunch. So I'm going to bring my knees up. I'm going to cross my right leg over my left. I'm going to bring my arms up. And I'm going to take the opposite arm. So in my case, my left arm is going to go to the outside and my right arm to the inside. And I'm going to twist. Now we're going to inhale, and as we exhale, we're going to bring that all up together so your right thigh is touching your left elbow. And then we're going to inhale, open. And we're going to exhale and round. And inhale, open. And one more. Exhale, round. And inhale, open. Now make sure you know which one you did. So I'm going to uncross. I'm going to put my left leg on top. I'm going to uncross my arms, put my right arm underneath, and re-wrap. So when you bring them together, the right elbow will go toward the left thigh. So we're going to inhale, and as you exhale, round up. And inhale, open. And exhale, round. And inhale, open. One more, exhale, round. And inhale, open. Good. Now I'm going to unwrap everything. I'm going to be, everything is open here. We're going to do a couple more shoulder stretches. So this is for the rotator of the shoulder. I've got my arms like goalposts again. The back of my hand is on the mat. Now I'm going to inhale and bring it up. So now they're at 90 degrees. And as I exhale, I'm going to bring the palms down to the floor. And I'm going to inhale up and exhale palms, the back of your hand to the floor. And inhale up, exhale palm to the floor. Inhale up, exhale back of the hand to the floor. One more. Inhale up, exhale, palms down. Inhale up, exhale, palms, or backs of your hands down. Now we're going to bring the arms up overhead. We're going to slide them all the way down like we're making a snow angel. We're going to exhale, bring them down. Inhale, bring them up. Exhale, bring them down. Inhale, bring them up. One more. Exhale, bring them all the way down. Inhale, bring them all the way up. Good. Now bring your knees into your chest, wrap your arms around your knees, and just kind of rock side to side and breathe. Now you're going to take the hands to the top of the knees, and we're going to do two separate pots. We're stern pots. We're going to bring them around and back together, and around and back together. One more in that direction, around and back together. Go the other way, around and together, around and together. One more, around and together. Good. Now we're going to straighten out the legs, leave the heels together, toes fall open. Arms come out to the side, palms up, undefended, preparing to go into Shavasana. So we're going to take long, deep inhales and exhales through the nose, thinking I am calm and serene relaxed. Thinking of the inhale as the ocean wave bringing in the positive energy, and the exhale is the wave washing away the stress and the tension and the negativity. Continue focusing on your breath, and I'll share a meditation with you. In yoga, the candle is the symbol of the light inside, radiating kindness, love, contentment, and charity. Each one of us should instill this candle in our heart and focus on the candle, thinking of all these good qualities that we would like to radiate from our hearts to those around us. So we're going to inhale, thinking of the kindness that we're bringing in, and exhale, thinking of the kindness that you're sending out to the community and your friends. And inhale the love, and then radiate the love. And inhale the contentment, and then share the contentment as you exhale. Good. Inhale the clarity, and exhale sharing the clarity. Good. Continue focusing on these qualities that you might like to instill in yourself and then share with the world around you. Now coming back to reality, we're going to wiggle our toes and wiggle our hands and roll our ankles and roll our wrists, first one way and then the other. Then we're going to take our arms over our head and stretch long. Now on an exhale, we're going to bring our knees into our chest, just rocking side to side, preparing to roll over to one side. Now we're going to roll over to the side, using our arm for a pillow to cradle our head. Pausing here and breathing. Now on an inhale, we're going to gently push up to seated, getting comfortable, body and mind relaxed. Focusing on your breath. Long, deep inhales and exhales through the nose. Thinking I am calm and serene and relaxed. And on an inhale, we're going to take the arms out and around, bringing in the positive energy to our heads and our hearts, and ending in Namaste. May you have peace, may you have strength, may you have grace, may you have courage. May the light from me, from my candle, shine to the light in your candle. And may the light from your candle radiate to those around you. Namaste.
Namaste.